Morning, this is Lynx. You know, every once in a while I hear something going around in the New Age stuff that just makes me shake my head. And normally I just keep my mouth shut. This thing about today is November 11th, 2018, and there's this thing going around that I keep seeing that today is 11/11/11. It's the most powerful day in like 3 million years. Today isn't 11/11/11. It's 11/11/2018. Now, people are going to argue that 2018 adds up to 11, but if you're going to do the numerology, it would be 2018 plus 11 plus 11, which adds up to and reduces to the number 6. 6 is the number of man, which equates to all his superstition and the way we delude ourselves and the way we convince ourselves that we're so important, that we're the center of the universe. 6 is actually the number. It's a really powerful number in that this is the place traditionally in the human realm where you can reach liberation, but it's also, 6 is also all that garbage that keeps you from actually wanting to actually do the work to become liberated. So this 11 thing, 11 is not this powerful spiritual number. 11 is a powerful number, but it's because it's the number of destruction, chaos, and depravity. So just consider that when you're running around going, oh, it's depravity, destruction, depravity on the clock, and consider the fact that today is the number of man, and it adds up to the number of man, and it's an 11. And 11 is the number of destruction and chaos. See, it gets so confusing to listen to people go on about this stuff. And the reason I say this is because I see people all the time. I deal with people all the time who are clients who are frustrated and stuck. They're like, well, I keep seeing 11/11. I don't know why my life isn't changing. Look, if you want this to be a powerful day, then let it be a powerful day. Decide it's going to be a powerful day. Wake up and say, hey, I'm taking control of my fate today. It's going to be a powerful day. I'm going to let go of all these things that are holding me back, this need to constantly look on the outside of myself to see reassurance from the clock or from the date to know that I'm going to be okay. Which, by the way, 11, when you reduce it, because it is a master number, but when you reduce it, it's a 2, and that's the number of division. And constantly needing reassurance from the clock, or reassurance from the calendar, or reassurance from anything outside of yourself, that's a perfect example of how 2 is the number of division, the fact that there's a you and an it. So, stop the 11/11 madness. Today is not 11/11/11. It's November 11th, 2018. Adds up to a number 6. If you want it to be a powerful day, let it be a powerful day. Get out there and do something to change the space. Do something to interact with the other spirits in this space. Do something to make a difference in this space. Do something to make the place better through your actions, through your deeds. Not because you saw something on the calendar or saw something on the clock. You guys know that I always take a practical approach to things. If it's not practical, there's no point. You can say it's 11/11 and your world is ascending, whatever. If you the world is currently in chaos. There's a lot of destruction and there's a lot of garbage happening out there that we need to take control of, that we need to change. We need to do something to make a difference. This isn't going to come and descend down on us, and just because the numbers were a certain way. That's not how numerology works. And if you really know how numerology works, and if you really know how astrology works, you'd see that a lot of the things out there right now are warnings these blood moons, that traditionally was not a good sign when the blood moon was in the sky. And this was predicted thousands of years ago, because when the conditions were in our environment that the moon kept looking red, it meant that we were destroying ourselves, that we were in a really bad place. So a blood moon does not mean everything's good. A blood moon was typically a warning. So I keep seeing a lot of reframing. Reframing is this thing that happens in neuro-linguistic programming when you take one thing and you reframe it to be something else. There are some challenges that we as humanity are currently facing, and people keep trying to put it in the best possible light. And the more you ignore the dark and say everything's happy, everything's shiny, the more that dark grows and gets angry. And the fact is, it's more like the never-ending story. The nothing is coming, and we are the only ones who can stop it. And we do not stop it by saying we saw 11:11 on the clock. We stop it by deciding to make a difference with our actions, with what we do, with how we treat each other, and with our deeds. I'm Lucky Lynx, as always, wishing you success and good fortune in all that you do. May this day be powerful for you because you choose it to be, and because your actions bring it into being. That is how you take control of your fate. And that is how you start to gain spiritual success.